Over to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Harak HaKadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, grand millstones, salutations to the Ophelet, this pushing this truth across four corners of the earth and all faith, truth, and sincerity. I'm gonna want to buy back getting us sitting. Not gonna make this too long. I'm going to what happened and was in Colombia. It says magnitude 7.4 quake rocks Western Colombia, killing at least 111 people. It could be more. The number could jump up. So I mean, people. So far, I think people know about this. I just want to go into it. These earthquakes. Like I say, I know I did a sit down last week or something like that. But I'm going to about hey, these earthquakes are increasing, man. It's not slowing down. The Lord Yahweh, He's bringing these judgments, upon this earth, more, and things gonna get worse. It's not gonna get no better. More of these earthquakes gonna come about. It's not gonna slow down. Don't be surprised a major earthquake happens here in America, Babylon the Great. Eventually, it's gonna happen. Because it's a lot of major earthquakes like 7.4, that's happening, in other countries and so forth. But hey, it's gonna come a day where 7.4, probably higher, it's gonna hit, around these major fault lines of state, and it's gonna be devastating. It's gonna come about. It just everything is the time and will of Lord Yahweh Shah, when it comes about. But it's gonna come. It's not. And I say, hopefully, me myself first foremost, and those that believe Lord Yahweh Shah, hopefully be part of righteous number to escape the rapid judgment of Lord Yahweh Shah. Because that's the times that we ain't going forward, man. It's not gonna get no better. But there's a video right here of the earthquake. Matter of fact, is it playing? Let's see. Okay, there's no sound.
Pereira, lo que sufrió un terremoto en 1999, pero en cambio en 1999.
Go back. See the people right there, they are frightened.
Un terremoto importante en Colombia, en el eje cafetero, tengo entendido, afectando ciudades como Cali, Manizales, Pereira, lo que sufrió un terremoto en 1999, pero en cambio en 1999 fue un terremoto superficial en las fallas cercanas a la superficie, mientras hoy un terremoto dentro de la losa de subducción. Entonces un terremoto asociado a esa subducción de la placa de Nazca debajo de Sudamérica y alguna tectónica interna de la plata, de lo poco que pude ver rápidamente, ha sido el mecanismo de ese terremoto.
Lo primero es el rescate de las personas que se encuentran bajo los escombros. Esa es la prioridad, rescatar.
Yeah, so I just playing that video showing how people was frightened when the earthquake hit. Read summon just a little bit of this. It's a powerful 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck Western Colombia on Monday, killing at least 111 people, damaging hundreds of buildings, leaving many trapped under the debris, while their loved ones and rescue workers searched through the rubble. Search teams of civilians pitted through the remains of destroyed buildings in the country's third largest city, Cal. If I'm saying it right, Cal. Passing large pieces of concrete and other rubble down a long line of volunteers. So So this was the third largest. See, destroying the buildings of the country's third largest city, or third largest city. Excuse me. This is the third largest city. Let me see. I thought. See. So we had one that happened in Venezuela not too long. So South America it's getting hit with these earthquakes, man. But I say, man, these earthquakes gonna it's gonna increase, man. Don't be surprised. A major earthquake hits here in America, Babylon the Great. But I'll get the scriptures to back this up. Amos 3:6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahshua have not done it? So something bad happens, within the city, a place, a horrific situation, well, maybe, that's the Lord Yahweh Bahashem. He put out the judgment to come upon a place, a city, on people. It's not all Satan. People say Satan, they give Satan too much credit. It's not all Satan, because Satan can't do nothing unless the Lord gives him to go, to do what he got to do. So the Lord Yahweh, he gives the order, of the judgment to go down, so that's why me myself first and foremost, that's why you gotta fear the Lord. That's why you gotta fear the Lord Yahweh. You don't know when that judgment is gonna come upon you. He's a power to be feared, man, taken seriously, man, and it's gonna be a lot of starring his people first, his the Lord's people, so-called Negro, Latino natives, which are Israelites. 2/3 of Israelites gonna face horrific judgments, in these times going forward. Nothing's good coming, to this place, this world, this ran by these so-called white people. Esau my doubles. In America, Babylon the Great too. America's gonna face great, horrific judgments, ahead. Nothing's good coming to this place as well, America. And so, and like I say, Lord's people, 2/3 Israelites, that ain't right, that ain't, that's not a part of that righteous number to escape the wrath of judgment of the Lord Yahweh Shah. There's only so much time that the Lord Yahweh Shah is gonna have his word, on the men, his men, the men of the Lord, his men on the highways and byways, or on the internet, the apostles and the elders and the brother Great Millstone, because that's who the Lord Yahweh is dealing with. With the giving the spirit of the Lord Yahweh is with the men of the Lord Great Millstone to give you understanding of his word, and warn you so-called Negro, Latino Israelites, the impending destruction of America, Babylon the Great, and in the return of the Lord Yahushua, the Lord Yahushua, who y'all call Jebus, to get right, repent before it's too late. But it's already set in stone that 2/3 Israelites, is not gonna, make it on the side. Is not gonna, believe in what the apostles and not gonna believe in what the apostles and the elders and brother Great Millstone are teaching, and warning you of what's about to come. He had those that didn't listen to Noah, and they drowned in that flood, in that water, right? It's gonna be the same. It's the same in these times. It's the same as nothing new under the sun, right? So it's just as in the times of Noah, so it's gonna be in these times, right? It's gonna be a lot of so-called Negro, Latino Israelites not listening. They're not gonna take heed. They're not gonna repent. They're gonna keep on partying, bullshitting, whatever, having fun, until boom, that judgment come about. Lord Yahshua returns, a chariot, so-called UFO, And those thermonuclear missiles come raining down upon America, Babylon Great, and destroying and burning up everything you see here, destroying everybody, everything that you see here in America, Babylon Great. Other countries gonna get hit with missiles too, but not every country. But America, Babylon Great is gonna get completely destroyed. But I'm gonna go to Isaiah 29. Go 29:6. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited, the Lord Yahweh shall host with thunder and with earthquake, great noise, and with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. That's what the Lord Yahweh is gonna gonna be visiting this place, this world. And 2/3 of Israelites, his people that ain't right. You'll be visited with thunder and with earthquake, which the earthquake, like I say, that happened 7.4 in Colombia. It hadn't one not too long in Venezuela. It's going great storms and tempests and so forth, and the flame of fire, fire, right? I said before the Lord Yahweh returns, this place America, Babylon Great is gonna be already lit up on fire because gonna be chaos in the streets and the cities. When this economy just completely just go down and collapse, this stock market collapses. This money no longer good to buy, to buy and whatever. It's gonna get chaotic. People gonna be losing their mind. Like I said, the city's gonna be on fire and so forth, and it's gonna get crazy, right? So but ultimately, Lord Yahweh gonna return the chairs called UFO. Zapping those with the laser beams from the chariots that ain't right. And ultimately the thermonuclear missiles raining down upon America, Babylon the Great, destroying everybody, everything here. That ain't right. Only the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino Israelites, and hopefully on par righteous number, is going to escape the wrath of judgment of Lord Yahweh Shah. So I didn't want to make this too long. So hope, Lord willing, hope this is fine. So again, I'd like to give our praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushua Bahashim, Harakakadash, to the apostle elders, to the Sisakim brothers, to the few Akwaf sisters that do listen. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with us in Shalom.